Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is not going to be a fun video by any means. I just wanted to come on here to say that there's going to be a little bit of a delay in video uploads. I know I tend to get at least one video out a week, sometimes two. There might be a little longer of a gap right now, hopefully not too long. I don't know how long it's going to be due to some recent events that have transpired. Recently, my best friend of 13 years passed away in a car accident. I initially took the news pretty hard, as anybody would. Really came as a shock. I'm sure anybody that's experienced loss in their life can definitely relate to that. This person was absolutely somebody I leaned on a lot. Somebody that was always there, had open ears for me, knew me more than anyone does. I don't quite think that anybody knows me quite as well as this man did. We literally would tell each other everything about anything that was going on in our lives. We trusted each other on an insane level. I quite literally would call him my brother. He was there with me when I was at the bottom, basically living on the streets. It was by my own choosing. I was sort of a little punk kid back in the day, and I didn't want anybody giving me any rules or anything. But he saw something in me that I clearly did not see in myself. He was one of the ones that pushed me creatively to follow any idea that I had that was related to editing. And that began with music. I used to make music back in the day. I still dabble in it a bit here, but I don't take it as seriously as I used to. He approached me initially 13 years ago when I was out on a date with my now ex. He had expressed how much he loved my music, and he had asked for pointers as to how I edited and where I recorded my music, and he wanted to know how he could get started himself with doing such a thing because he was writing a lot of music and he had a lot of ideas, and I had the brains and the power to do it. It really hit it off, and I was kind of like in shock because at the time there was a lot of people that didn't like me because I wasn't a great person. But like I said, he saw something in me that I didn't see, and he pushed me to be a lot more than I really thought of myself. He pushed me to do a lot more than what I thought I was capable of. At the time, I was on and off hanging out with people that were not so good for me, and I think that he definitely pulled me away from that dark part of my past and pushed me into a path of creativity and expressing myself, which that came in the form of music. And we ended up making music together for years. We were really at it. Almost like every week we were talking back and forth, wanting to collab on projects, and we did that, and we spent hours and countless amounts of hours, together behind a microphone, just sitting there writing lyrics together. And, our friendship didn't just stop there. We went out and we did a lot together. Had a lot of trips back and forth to San Antonio to go hang out with another friend that we lost as well. Sorry, I'm going to be a little bit all over the place trying to gather my thoughts as to how to explain this, and just trying to give context to you as to how this is affecting me. So I'm trying to do my best here. I'm not the greatest at storytelling. He had introduced me to three of his friends that were interested in making music as well. We ended up starting a rap group together, and we all made music together for years. One of those friends in the group some years ago, he passed away tragically by his own hand, and I remember that hitting us all really hard. And we had all grouped back together after that, and I think it definitely brought us together a lot more than I could have realized. Life got busy over the years. He had a kid at some point, and that drew a lot of time back from us being able to make music. And I ended up having a child of my own, obviously, as you've seen on my channel. And it drew back even more time, and our schedules didn't line up so much. So recently, over the last few years, we didn't haven't been able to hang out as much, but we always made time when we could. We always were still in contact. It was never like a fallout or anything. It was just life being the way life is. When I had a falling out with music, not really wanting to do it much anymore, I had expressed that I wanted to do make YouTube videos and stuff. My friend that just passed away a couple days ago, his name was Dakota, by the way, if you're wanting to know. I remember him being in full support of me making videos. He had seen my editing skills and stuff, and he definitely saw some potential there. He had a knack for seeing potential in people before they ever saw it in themselves, and I definitely think that he saw that in me at the time. He thought it was a good idea that I go out there and pursue making videos. And I last saw him about a couple months ago. We went out to a bar nearby where I live, and we ended up talking for hours, and we were making plans to go to New Orleans. He had expressed that wanted to do more trips and things. Had the plans to have him involved in some videos and for him to like take me around to some places. And I had a lot of ideas. We generally talked about life and how crazy things were, and we were just generally optimistic about life in general. We were definitely looking forward to it. Me and him had recently came into like very similar situations in life. Our lives, in a lot of ways, tended to share a lot of similarities. So we were always able to relate to each other. And if we hadn't talked in a couple weeks or something, and we came back to, it was like we had been talking every day. Like it was just super easy when we would just sit down and have our talks and things. And he was really one of the only people that I could be completely open and honest with, and there would be absolutely no judgment at all from him. No matter what I told him, there was never any judgment from him. There was anything I could say that was really good about him was that he would never judge anybody when he first met them, ever. He would immediately see the good in somebody. He would always have a knack in seeing the talents that somebody was there to provide. Even if they didn't have any, he was able to find them somehow. Absolutely always saw the best in every single person. Was he perfect? No, but are any of us. We all have our issues, but he was pretty damn near close to it. I can absolutely say with certainty he was a better man than I, especially at the beginning. He stood on business all the time. I mean, he's just a few years younger than me, and he seemed light years ahead of anything that I was. And I had always looked up to him for that fact. Even though there was that age difference, I still looked up to him. He always had something good to say about anyone at all. Would really have to give him a reason to not like you. It would have to be really bad. But just to give an idea, I lost a very huge chunk of myself when I found out he was gone. And I still feel that there is something missing from me mentally, creatively. I'm not all there. And in the headspace that I'm currently in, it doesn't seem like a good idea for me to edit videos right now. It's not that I don't have the time. I have a lot of time. I don't think in this headspace that's a good idea for me to edit videos and put them out until I'm back in that zone where I can, put out the level of quality that I want to put into these videos. I want to be able to put my heart into these videos, and my heart is just not there right now. So if I have to develop a back catalog of videos, then so be it. I just went out and filmed a video today, and I'm still gonna go out and film videos in the time being because it's good for me to get out and do that. But as far as editing, that is gonna be put on the back burner right now as I try to figure out what is gonna be going on here. I've made myself available to help out, with things relating to him. I also want to be available for that as well. As some of y'all might know, I had a cruise coming up here on the 29th. It's going to be a 7-night cruise out to Mexico. There is a strong possibility that I may just have to take the bite for that one and probably not go. It's a little bit too late to get any refund for it, unfortunately. So I am holding out to see if I could still go. I do feel like it would be good for me mentally, but of course if his funeral overlaps with that trip, then I'm obviously I'm not going because I would never miss that for anything, because I know if it was me instead, I know that Dakota would definitely, skip out on anything that he had going on to be there for my own funeral. So I'm absolutely going to do the same. Will always be more trips and things in the future. It's okay. If I have to lose out on the money that I've put into going on this trip, then so be it. I'm so close to the date of going on the trip. I can't imagine that the funeral would happen before that. That's fine. Like, that's completely fine. It doesn't hurt me at all that I'm gonna have to miss that, because there's a lot more important things in life. Just some things in life that you don't want to miss. You'll just look back on it and regret it in every single way. And if there's anything I've had in life, it's been regrets, and I've learned from every single one that I've ever had. But I just basically wanted to come in, give y'all an update, because I know some of y'all follow my channel. I know some of y'all are very avid watchers of my stuff, and y'all continue to come back every single upload. And I've met some of y'all in person at the theme parks when I'm out and about, and y'all have told me that y'all have watched my channel almost since the beginning. That's crazy. I've gone through quite a transformation in a lot of ways from that time, and for y'all to stick around for as long as you have is an absolutely beautiful thing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm so incredibly grateful for every single one of you that follow me here, and this channel will keep on trekking on. It will always be trekking on as long as I am on this earth and breathing air. I appreciate every single one of you for bearing with me. I don't know how long it'll be until my next upload, but like I said, hopefully not too long. It might not be that long. I may decide that I'm in a better headspace here in a few days and get to editing and start uploading again. Just wanted to be on here because I put my life out there on nearly public display. So I kind of just, want to be transparent as to what's going on. I'm never afraid to, talk about my life in that way. Don't want to make my channel just all about myself. I tend to flip the camera back around and film things that are not me. I do plan to be back out at the parks, filming for Halloween events and things like that. I have a few other ideas going forward. A lot of cool things are coming in the future, that's for sure. I do have some trip ideas that I think that a lot of you would enjoy, so stick around, bear with me. Things are going to get really cool. I just need some time to be in a better headspace where I can put all of my heart into editing these videos and just providing y'all with the best quality possible. If you haven't noticed recently on my channel, I definitely upped the quality. If you followed me for a while, you know that there's been a heavy transition into a new editing style, y'all have noticed, and I want to continue doing that. Those definitely take a lot more time than my videos that I've been uploading for the last few years, and I really enjoy doing that. I think it's a lot of fun. It makes the videos a lot more interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling on. I got ADD. I can ramble on for forever, pretty much, and I don't know if any of this is even making any sense. I don't know if I'm telling anything in the correct order. Like I said, I'm not a good storyteller. I'm not great at just like sitting here and talking in front of the camera. This is not exactly what I do. I tend to flip the camera around and film other people and other things, and that's that's my bread and butter right there. Just an update for you guys. If you ever see me out and around, feel more than welcome to come say hello. I love to talk to any of you. Don't ever feel nervous about coming up and saying hi to me. It really makes my day when you guys do that. I love that so much. I'm always open to pictures and stuff like that, so if you want that, I can provide it. I don't mind. When I'm out at these parks filming and stuff, I'm not like super busy. I can take some time to chat. I just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all so much. And I know, just like my friend was, I know that any of y'all would be here for me if I reached out, and if any of y'all reached out to me, I'd be there for you just as an ear to listen. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for listening to my rambling, and yeah, I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day.